Howdy, my cute little geeks.
Hello there.
As I said earlier, you are precious to me in this colossal domain of mine. I said it right?
You didn't say that.
Okay, you all love me as much as I can see. This world is a small place and I want to return that favor by recommending you some things in this new series of ours, which is called Eccentric Geek Recommends. Okay, I'm gonna stop this bullshit and recommend you a movie that you might not know, because the world is an enormous space and you will find stuff that you are gonna fucking love. And I'm here to make it more accessible. So we are starting a playlist, as I said earlier, that will not only recommend you good stuff but enlighten you what makes it that good to begin with. So let me present to you Anna and the Apocalypse.
Have fun and use your imagination. No time for weakness when the undead are waiting. So love, get out there and start decapitating. When it comes to killing zombies, I'm the top of my class.
Oh yeah, if you have any idea what is Shaun of the Dead, then it's a musical version of that masterpiece. Zombie comedy is kind of a norm these days, set up by the aforementioned Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland, with notable amount of laughs, gore, and some slapsticks ways of deliverance, but the elephant in the room is quite different in this herd of movies. Anna and the Apocalypse presents itself as a coming-of-age movie with your main character moving into what's the next phase in her life with issues regarding his father and some friends. Well, the movie is gorgeous with its visual, art design, and some fantastic choreography, and the direction just breathes life into this movie. The part where I'm going to get in later on. Okay, this is the trait that this movie utilized to a whole another level. Most of the track really goes into the favor of the scenes, and each track is well placed, that it progresses the plot and even drives the character motivations. Okay, so the vocals are delivered by characters playing their respective roles, and it bodes well for their performances, and none of the track feels out of place. They all have going something with them, and still it's rare to see a musical that has a balance with its elements and just ripping apart zombie voices and singing a song, and that's just a cool sight to behold. Well, the story follows pretty much your generic way to pursue the apocalyptic route. Things were going normal, then it all goes haywire with this situation of survival taking place. Well, if you know that, I'm a sucker for zombie movies, and I gotta say, this story is pretty good. In it, if you really rule out the story of Apocalypse in this movie and just focus on the other aspects of the coming of age story, then you have a movie of its own. And subplots like that makes up for a writing that separates it from another flicks like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead, but they are just on the other side of the things. One way or another, it just circles around the apocalypse. First and foremost, it's about teenagers with problems, which makes it compelling to behold. Even on the comedic relief, the character gets the job done. With music accompanying the plot and character dimension, the character, well, some of them feels one note, but it's not much of a bother, and that's a slight negative for me. And the villain, which, well, he fits the persona of a megalomaniac, like that character from the Night of the Living Dead, Harry Cooper. If you have watched that movie, I'm not against it, but movie doing this phenomenal work with its characterization, the villain side of things could have been good. Well, on to the question of the day and the last phase of our video. Is it worth it? Well, I say go watch it. Watch it now. It's up to you. You're bound to have a great time, and it's a Christmas movie. If you're watching it from the future and currently in Christmas phase, then give it a shot, because EccentricGeek recommends it and gives it a 9 out of 10. You guys enjoy this. Until then, I'm gonna head out and kill some zombies.
You got a purty mouth.